In the vast expanse of the Mythic Dimension, where Mount Olympus pierces the eternal clouds and ancient powers flow like rivers through the divine realm, there exists a tale of a goddess whose essence captures both the serene light of the moon and the fierce spirit of the hunt. This is the story of Artemis, the twin arrow of Olympus, whose journey through the ages has led her to become one of the most formidable champions in the Narraverse. Born in the shadows of twilight on the floating island of Delos, Artemis emerged into existence moments before her twin brother Apollo. Her first breath came with an oath of power. Barely born, she assisted her exhausted mother Leto in delivering her brother, thus earning her eternal title as protector of childbirth and young creatures. This early display of strength and nurturing would come to define the duality of her nature. A fierce huntress with a tender guardian's heart. As a young goddess, Artemis discovered her affinity for the wilderness while wandering the pristine forests of Mount Olympus. The ancient trees whispered their secrets to her, and the wild creatures approached without fear, recognizing in her a kindred spirit of untamed freedom. It was during these formative years that she made her famous request to her father Zeus, a plea for eternal maidenhood, a bow of moonsilver, a pack of loyal hounds, and the wilderness as her domain. Zeus, impressed by his daughter's clear vision and independence, granted her wishes, though he could not have foreseen how these gifts would shape her destiny. The transformation from young goddess to divine huntress was marked by trials that tested both her resolve and compassion. In the darkest groves of the Mythic Dimension, Artemis encountered the ancient beast Cerberus, who had strayed from the underworld. Rather than destroying the fearsome creature, she recognized its noble nature and spent 7 nights earning its trust. This encounter taught her that true strength lies not in conquest, but in understanding, a lesson that would prove crucial in her future role as a protector of the balance between realms. Yet Artemis's path was not without its shadows. Her fierce protection of her chosen domains led to moments of terrible justice. When the hunter Actaeon stumbled upon her sacred grove and gazed upon her bathing form, her retribution was swift and severe, transforming him into a stag to be torn apart by his own hounds. This incident marked her as one who upholds divine law without mercy, earning both fear and respect throughout the realms. The forging of her legendary weapons came during the War of Realms, when the very fabric of the cosmos threatened to unravel. In the heart of a dying star, Artemis crafted her twin moonsilver bows, Selene and Hecate, named after the ancient aspects of lunar power. These weapons channel both moonlight and shadow, capable of firing arrows that can pierce through dimensional barriers or heal grievous wounds, depending on the phase of the moon and the archer's intent. Artemis's true power lies in her connection to the wild spaces between worlds. She can move like moonlight through shadow, summoning lunar energy to enhance her already formidable speed and strength. Her presence causes the wild nature of any realm to respond. Plants grow more vigorous, animals become more alert, and the very air seems to crackle with primal energy. This connection to the fundamental forces of nature makes her a particularly dangerous opponent in the Narraverse, where the boundaries between realms grow thin. In battle, Artemis is a vision of deadly grace. Her fighting style combines fluid movement with precise strikes, each arrow finding its mark with uncanny accuracy. Her silver arrows can split into 1,000 moonbeams or combine into a single devastating shot that carries the concentrated power of a full moon. Yet it's her tactical mind that truly sets her apart. She can read the flow of battle like a hunter reads tracks in the forest, anticipating her opponent's moves before they make them. The goddess's chosen companions reflect her multifaceted nature. Her hunting pack consists of ethereal wolves bred from moonlight and shadow, each capable of tracking prey across dimensional boundaries. Her sacred deer, with antlers that gleam like starlight, serve as both mount and messenger, swift enough to outrace the wind itself. These creatures are more than mere companions. They are extensions of her will, coordinating with their mistress in perfect harmony during both hunt and battle. However, Artemis's greatest challenge came not from external threats, but from within. The sealing of the realms after the Battle of Delos forced her to confront the possibility of a universe where the wild spaces she protected might become nothing more than memory. This crisis of purpose led her to a profound revelation that true wilderness exists not just in untamed forests and mountains, but in the fierce independence of the spirit. This understanding transformed her approach to her role in the Narraverse. While she remains the untamed goddess of the hunt, she now also stands as a guardian of independence and personal sovereignty. Her participation in the great ritual is driven not by a desire for glory, but by a dedication to preserving the delicate balance between civilization and wilderness, order and chaos across all 7 realms. Yet even gods have their vulnerabilities. Artemis's fierce independence can sometimes blind her to the value of cooperation, and her rigid adherence to her principles can make her seem cold and unforgiving. Her power waxes and wanes with the phases of the moon, making her especially vulnerable during the new moon. Perhaps most significantly, her deep connection to the wild places of all realms means she feels their pain acutely. Every forest burned, every species lost, every wilderness tamed cuts her like a physical wound. In the Narraverse, Artemis appears as a tall, athletic figure, crowned with a circlet of moonstone that shifts color with the phases of the moon. Her silver-white hair flows like moonlight on water, and her eyes hold the golden gleam of a hunter's moon. She wears armor crafted from living moonlight, which adapts to her needs, becoming as hard as celestial bronze in battle or as fluid as quicksilver when she moves through shadow. At her back, her twin bows cross in an X, always within reach, while her quiver never empties thanks to arrows formed from condensed moonlight. Her fighting style in the ritual combines devastating ranged attacks with swift, close-quarters combat when necessary. She can split her consciousness like moonlight through clouds, coordinating complex strategies with her animal companions while maintaining perfect awareness of her surroundings. Her ultimate technique, lunar eclipse, temporarily removes her opponents from the normal flow of time, trapping them in a moment of eternal twilight where she reigns supreme. The goddess's presence in the Narraverse serves as a reminder of the wild power that exists in all realms, power that cannot be truly contained or controlled, only respected and preserved. Her matches are highly anticipated, not just for their tactical brilliance, but for their breathtaking display of primal force, guided by divine precision. As she prepares for each ritual combat, Artemis carries with her the wisdom gained from countless hunts and battles, that true victory lies not in dominating one's opponent, but in maintaining the delicate balance that allows all realms to thrive. In her role as champion of the Mythic Dimension, she fights not just for victory, but for the preservation of that essential wildness that gives life its meaning and power. When not competing in the Narraverse, Artemis continues her eternal patrol of the wild spaces in all realms, moving like a shadow through the secret paths that still connect the dimensions. She trains tirelessly, perfecting her already formidable skills, and developing new techniques that combine her divine powers with the ancient knowledge of the hunt. Her presence in any realm is marked by a strengthening of natural forces. Wounds heal faster, forests grow more vibrant, and the boundary between civilization and wilderness becomes more pronounced. To face Artemis in the Narraverse is to confront nature itself, beautiful and terrible, nurturing and destructive, predictable and utterly wild. She stands as a testament to the enduring power of the untamed spirit, a guardian of the spaces between spaces, and a reminder that even in an age of sealed realms and ancient rituals, some forces remain eternally free.